Barbershop conversations. Can you guys see that's Angel's Flight. I think it's the world's shortest train ride. And I'm in front of the farmer's market. Just grab me something to eat prior to picking up the kids. And Donald Trump is talking about the MLK, the JFK, and the RFK files. And what you guys are going to learn is what I've been telling you guys for a long time. And the reason why the King family wants to see the files before they disclose them and release them to the public. First of all, you guys got to go read the files, man. There's a lot of redacting, but you can just Google the MLK files. You can Google the Malcolm X files. You can Google the RFK file. There's a lot of redaction, and redacting, excuse me. Baby daddies have no idea what that word means, so that's good. I'm not talking to them anyway in this video. But they want to see the files because you're going to learn that Michael Luther King was installed. And this is something I had to come to grips with because I'm just interested in the truth. You're going to learn that there's no such thing as a civil rights movement. People were moving. You had people moving in honest and just ways in terms of the leaders. So you become a revolutionary, you disrupt the system, and then you become a politician. That's what these revolutionaries became, politicians. How does that happen? How do you fight blood? If you're a Crip, how do you fight Bloods your whole life and then become a Blood? Just asking. Right? That's definitely an anomaly. I use another I ain't a baby daddy word, anomaly. I'm gonna have to, baby daddy's gonna have to go get a thesaurus for this video. They don't even know what a thesaurus is. What is that? A dinosaur? Anyways, man, it's a sobering truth, man. I was a history major, and I've said this many times on my podcast. I had a professor named Dick Archer, Whittier College. Google him. And he told me I was gonna do my senior thesis project on Martin Luther King. I ended up doing it on Sojourner Truth, but I was gonna do it on Martin Luther King. He says, if you do it on Martin Luther King, you got to tell the truth. And I thought he was a racist for a long time. I was like, how dare you tell me that? Nah, he was making me a historian. Yep. He challenged me to be a historian. And my young, naive, but 20-year-old self was like, nah, man, you're a racist. Now that I'm 47 and you guys have, in real time, witnessed me do research. You guys seen me get on planes and go do interviews, research-based all over America, whether it's for boxing or whether it's for my films. You guys have seen me do the research. And over the past decade, I've been real intentional, maybe a little bit more. Outwardly, I would say the last decade, right? Internally, I've shared with you guys, I was silent because of, you were raised around, I was raised in Harlem, right? I was born in Harlem, raised in the Bronx. And the Nation of Islam was very prevalent on the corners when I was a child. And as a child, you see men in suits. You don't understand Elijah Muhammad and all that stuff. But you just see them as pillars in your community. And so in my 20s, I realized that, this shit is a fraud, right? When you learn about Malcolm X and more importantly, El Hajj Malik El Shabazz. you realize that the Nation of Islam was a fraud. It was a money-making scheme. And I was silent for a while, you know, from New York, and grasping life, going through life, matriculating through life, another non-baby daddy word. And, you know, you get busy. And then when you come back, you realize, I'm in search of the truth. And the truth is, the Nation of Islam was a scam created by the government. No, furthered by the government. Furthered by the government, right? The leader was a white man. The leader had sex with white women. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, you're going to come to realize that there was little difference between the Nation of Islam and the Civil Rights Movement. Michael Luther King was just like you in your 20s before you got married. Michael Luther King was just like you in college. Michael Luther King was just like you in the hood. Yeah. Smoked cigarettes, partied, you know, had a lot of women. Got recordings of it, you know. So you guys start with the FBI. Start with, because in the next 45 days they should be released, and I can't wait. From a historian's perspective, I can't wait. You know, not from a tear down a black man. I'm just enamored with history. You know, if you've seen my algorithms and my searches, anyways. But yeah, man, it's coming to a head. And Michael Luther King is not going to be exposed because he wasn't hiding it. He wasn't hiding it. Jesse Jackson knew, you know. Ralph Abernathy knew, you know, and the hits go on. His secretary was his mistress, you know. So was that her title, secretary, or she had another cool title? I forgot, but yeah. Go to the FBI. It's either on I watched it on Amazon Prime or Netflix. I bought it. I'm not sure. But you know, you got all the apps and they all bleed in together. But it's one of those apps. Amazon Prime, Netflix, or something like that. But start there. You know, and then you're going to realize Michael Luther King wasn't Martin Luther King. And why did they name him Martin Luther King? They're going to say because of his uncle. They're going to say that. But Martin Luther King has a religious undertone. It has a religious history with Martin Luther King. You don't even know you was under a spell, black people. I didn't know. But I thank Dick Archer. I don't know if he's still alive. He was an older man when I was in college 20, 30 years ago. And I thank him for challenging me. I just didn't know. But when you're young and black, you think when white people tell you the truth or challenge you, you think they racist. He wasn't racist. He was challenging me. And now I can see why, you know. So, yeah, my white professor. Unbelievable. So y'all go ahead and have a beautiful day. And, yeah, Donald Trump is just telling the truth. And obviously he has... Who doesn't run for president for selfish gains? Who doesn't run for president to impact his inner circle? Just like you. The same way you get your friend a job at McDonald's, the same way y'all go half and half on a hamburger, on a cheeseburger special when you was a kid, is the same way you guys go partner up on a vacation. You guys get the hotel room together. The same way you guys open up a business together. From the entire spectrum, it's just a reality because of capitalism. This is not a socialist society, but you're going to come to find out. Michael Luther King believed in socialism. He was a Marxist. And it's gonna hit you in the belly. Enjoy it. Then you're gonna realize he loved white women. Oh man, it's interesting. So, but y'all go ahead and have a great day. I know we don't want to hear the truth today, but in due time, all this will be revealed, and the end. And at the end of the day, the truth shall remain. So y'all go ahead and have a great day. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace, guys.